Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Iib Syarifuddin dari jurusan Hukum Ekonomi Syariah kelas B dengan NIM 1213000082. Unit 8. Read and translate the text Indo-Indonesian. Kartosuwirjo, Karisma, Wiber. Argued that the charismatic leader has emerged in the two figures of the magician and the prophet on the one hand, and in the elected warlord, the gang leader, on the other. According to Weber, power is legitimized by reference to custom and tradition, or to the charismatic claims of a personal leader, or to the legal rational producer of political administration. This notion is often a distinction between power in general and the more specific notion of domination. There are two sorts of domination: the first is from monopolistic control of economic resources in the marketplace. Economic domination does not require normative complaints and give rise to what Marx referred to as the dual convolution of economic arguments. The second source of domination arises from the monopolistic control over administrative office, and in Weber's view, this ownership of the means of administration requires legitimating and complaints. Unlike or as such, administrative domination depends on obedience to commands. It is sociology of command that produces and the threefold distinction between traditional, charismatic, and rational modes of legitimating. In defining these three bases, Weber remained fairly close to his ideas on individual action, but he rapidly moved to the large-scale structures of authority. Authority legitimized on rational grounds such on belief in the legality of enacted rules, and the right of those elevated to authority under such rules to issue commands. Authority legitimized on traditional ground is based on an established belief in the sanctity of immemorial tradition and the legitimacy of those exercising authority under them. And finally, authority legitimized by charisma rests on the devotion of followers to the exceptional sanctity, heroism, or exemplary character of leader as well as on the normative order sanctioned by them. All these modes of legitimizing authority clearly employ individual actors, thought process, and action. Kartosuwirjo, charismatic behavior, and his uncompromising advocacy of Islamic ideals seem to have fitted comfortably with the factions-old messianic hopes such as those evoked by the Joyoboyo prophecies, and of his closest followers Revert and Kartosuwirjo had propagated the belief that had received an order from God to become the Imam of the world Caliphate. Indeed, from the time of the establishment of the Sumpah until execution, he was always addressed by his followers as Imam rather than Kiai. Imam refers to both the head of an Islamic state and the flyer leaders of a mosque. By contrast, Kiai and Ulama refers to religious preachers and teachers. The claim of Imam, as addressed by the followers of Kartosuwirjo on him, derived from the Holy Quran as expressed in many verses, winds among the Messiahs, and to wife right, O Lord, grant unto his wife and offspring, what will be the comfort of your eyes, and give us the grace to lead the righteous Imam Al-Furqan Sostajul Arifin, the Islamic prophet in West Java.